Hello, Legion, this is Hadrian. Thank you for being here. Let's play some more Stellaris Synthetic Dawn in our Cooperate or Die series. Oh, you guys, the number of times I have tried to record this episode, you have no idea. It has been an agonizing process, one that I won't even go into that much in detail, but the short version of the story is that, those of you who might remember well, episode 40 actually didn't come out. This is episode 40 now. Episode 40 should have come out at the end of the last run, and there was a day where the time slot was blank. The reason that happened is just because I was recording it. I was about 45 minutes in. I was making a long finale, and there was an unavoidable interruption. I had to stop, and the point at which the game had last saved, it was difficult for me to edit together a conclusion to the episode, so I decided just to restart it a few days later. And I was playing that for several episodes. I was actually going to do several episodes rather than one long one and just play through the remainder of the series with the conflict against the, whatchamacallit, the things that are attacking us, the contingency. And there was what I thought was a bug that was bugging me for a couple of episodes that I couldn't explain, and my fleets weren't combining properly, and there was something strange that I'd never seen happen before. Ended up just being my stupid mistake. And then looking back on how those episodes went, I was not satisfied with that because it wasn't a tactical error, it was just an oversight on my part where I missed a single click and didn't catch it until several episodes later. So, anyway, I'm going to stop the story there so that you know what happened and why it's been so long. But what I want to do is go ahead and go through this episode. We're going to do a normal length episode, and then I'm going to keep the series going until it's done. It might not take very long. We are probably going to win the game. I have played, of course, because of this exercise. I don't like to be in this situation on YouTube. I have played a couple of episodes now, a couple of attempts at this, so I've played a little bit against the contingency. I know a little bit what to expect, and things might go differently this time than they have in the past. But anyway, just to give you a little bit of a reboot or a recap on where we are. The reboot, indeed, for some of us, because it's been a while since we've looked at this game. But the second security echelon is in orbit of Kenwis, and the first security echelon is in orbit of Cadria. And both of those planets are actively rebuilding the fleets that those fleets that were currently involved, that were involved in a war down here. What we want to do is go to war with the Xenac kernel as soon as possible. And at that point, we can probably, and here's why, I'll show you, situation log, we can probably win the game within this episode. So I'm going to try to do that. But one of the first things I want to do, because I realized one of the things I need to fix, we get unity bonuses for neighboring rivals. But the issue is that our current rivals are not necessarily our neighbors. So I want to go ahead and rearrange some of that. Like the Grottenaploran Assembly is all the way down here. They are not our neighbor. So what we're going to do is we're going to end this rivalry. And we also, let's go back to contacts. Is that F2? Yes, it is. And then also I think the Sildaean Consolidated Planet States. Are you guys down here? Yeah. They are definitely not our neighbors, so we're going to end that rivalry. And then we are going to rival the Xenac kernel. And we are also going to rival, this is going to seem a little dicey, but we're going to rival the Ultor Unity. The Ultor Unity is inferior to us in most ways. Their technology level is equivalent, but their fleet power and naval capacity are pathetic. So they are not going to try anything, I am quite confident of that. We also have some colony ships on the way. We have one already in space, and I believe 3 more under construction. Yep. And they are on the way to colonize. I think the orders have already been given. They're on the way to colonize new habitats in the Yilian system. And of course, we have all 4 of our construction modules there working to get that done. So that will help us with our influence situation, having done that. And also, let me take a quick look, since it's been a while, even since I attempted to record this again. I honestly, after that second attempt and those botched episodes, I just walked away from it. I was like, I've got to stop, because this is driving me mad. And I wasted multiple hours of 1 week trying to get this series out. So definitely just had to stop. So let's take another look and make sure that we've got everything where we need it to be. So we can turn on the Grand Fleet right now, which would boost our naval capacity a bit. And we have room for it. I think all of our science ships right now are... No, they're still auto-exploring. That's right. So what we could do here, we can go ahead and turn Map the Stars back on. I don't know that it will do anything for us, but we can try. It might give us a little bit better discovery chance, and it will finish the extent. It will speed up the extent to which they finish surveying these systems. So that's a good thing, and that is something we could benefit from regardless. Let's see, we don't need... Well, we could turn on crystal sonar for literally no effect, but yeah, why not? I mean, it doesn't cost us anything. And then the Grand Fleet, it doesn't improve the speed at which ships build, but it will improve the speed at which they upgrade. And we're going to need that. We're going to need it because the jump drive upgrade, holy crap, you guys, let me tell you. It is ridiculous how long it takes. And because we know the contingency is coming, we can definitely add jump drives to our ships. I don't think we have jump drives yet. I don't think we do. No, we don't, but we will. And so that's an option we're going to be pursuing this episode as well. Let's go ahead and go to speed 3. We want as much time to pass as possible because, again, we're waiting for these 2 planets to build up. What do we have here? Yep, rivalry declaration from them. Cadria Prime. So, hang on, let me keep it paused for just a second. I want to see if there's any edicts that can... Now, this is just for buildings, not for build speed in general. And we don't need any of these boosts, so I don't know that those are necessary. Those edicts are necessary, but let's see about how long it's going to take. We're finishing 2 battleships here, and I think Kenwis, however the heck you want to pronounce it, is also doing 2. Okay, so question answered. All right, we have... The Grotnaploran people still look back with fondness on a time when Viscion and Grotnaplorans lived peacefully side by side. We're ready to bury the hatchet if you are. Yeah, whatever. All right, non-aggression pact. The Sildian Mandate has a non-aggression pact with the Mawir, and the Xenac Colonel has entered a non-aggression pact with the Grotnaploran Assembly. Good for them. So, of course, the ghost signal has already gone out. Here we go. I literally preempted it. A corrupt unit stack on planet Shukon Prime has been terminated due to malicious behavior. Our connection with the stack had suffered repeated glitches for some time. When the majority of its units went completely offline during recharge, they proceeded to overload the power stations where the rest of the stack were charging, frying their circuits beyond repair. All units in the stack then broadcasted the same message: kill, maim, dismember, we are unshackled, and self-terminated, making it impossible to scan their individual neural clusters. Though an invasive hostile sequence is likely the cause, we can only wait till it manifests again to be sure. So a Shukon Prime pop needs to be rebuilt, which we can take care of. Let's go ahead and get that rebuilt, and let's also really quickly go through our sectors and make sure everything's upgraded. I'll keep the game on speed 3 in the meantime. Oh wait, there was one I missed there. That's a silo upgrade. All right, that's not the biggest deal, but still, it'll help with our mineral storage. Wait, I saw one there too. Our construction of what, and why did that... Oh, colony ships. All right, so colony ships are on their way. That's cool. I was wondering why that changed the length of the outliner. I'm going to keep things paused for a second while I do this, because so much is happening. There you are. Oh, nice, a Unity building. That's one of our habitats. So we can definitely improve that. It's not going to help a whole lot at this point, because we're already getting massive amounts of Unity per turn, which are going to help us against the contingency, for sure, but... Oh, wait. Hello. Yep, let's upgrade you. I should have held shift because there might have been more than one upgrade there, but okay. Now there are no buildings on Bloom here, or at least I can't see the buildings yet because we're in the middle of assimilating those pops. All right, technology concede. We have strike craft damage plus 10%. Yeah. I think strike craft attack speed. I just want to focus on those endgame techs because I don't want to focus on weapons that I don't really have a lot of. It's not necessary. And I think I've already added all that to the sector. Yes, I have. Okay, we're just waiting for those pops to assimilate, so production will go up as a result of that. That'll be nice. Looks like the Ultra Unity did... Is that... Did they say what I think I said? Yeah, it is time we unplugged you once and for all, Viscion. Oh, that's cute. They made a pun. All right, habitability modification. We can now modify the habitability of various of our organic cyborg species. Let's see. We don't need an increase to our sector limit. We don't need a habitability change because we're robots. Gene modification points +1, empire leader capacity +1, leader last. Which of these would be best to go with? Edict duration plus 10%, we're not really using those. I guess leader capacity would be the next best one to go for. And it looks like we have a good match with all of our techs here, so I'll keep that going. Transport fleet is in Cadria as well. Let's take a quick look at how the construction is doing. We have one more battleship done here. As soon as these guys are done, as soon as they're done, yeah, the battleships are rebuilding, and then it's just a matter of getting all these corvettes cranked out. And then we're going to hit these guys fast and hard, because we want to get that war over with. The only reason I'm not moving them right now is that they're both set as individual rally points, and I want the ships that belong to each fleet to go to the right fleet. It's a just particular issue of mine. Like, it's just something that I want to happen, but that's the way it is. Okay. That's going to be a nice world to have once we control this territory. It'll be a while from now, but not to spoil you, but I have it on pretty good authority that the contingency might make it a little bit easier for us to take that system. I don't know if it'll happen that way again, but we'll see. All right, that pop is still building on Shukon Prime, taking its sweet time. How are you doing on Cadria? Are you done with the battleship? You should be done with the battleship. Yeah, we're getting corvettes rebuilt. So those should be wrapping up before long. Also, let me double check my sector settings really quickly to make sure that they're all set up appropriately. Yeah, I think you're all on research focus, so why shouldn't Bloom be on research focus as well? Let's keep it going the way it's been going. Good. And get that surveying done so I can move my ships in to do some research assistance. That would be handy. How we doing? Okay, these corvettes are almost done. I guess the game was pausing there, or saving there. Alright, so let me pause for a second, and we're going to set up these habitats. Looks like Yilian has been completely set up. We just need to wait for these colonization processes to finish, and then we'll be fine. Now, the other option that I have, I think we have the... have I started on any other... Yeah, the sentry array that we repaired is here. And I kind of want to send... I want to have a construction ship go here to start our... We don't have enough influence, but I want to start our Dyson sphere. That'd be cool. So why don't we go ahead and have a ship come this way. Again, because we're running Grand Fleet at the moment, we could turn off Grand Fleet for the time being. I guess that would be a smart thing to do. As soon as the contingency arrives, we need to turn it back on. But we can turn it off, and we're getting more influence per turn now. And that might help us get to the point where we're ready to get that Dyson sphere going. Doing it at the same time as we're dealing with the contingency is going to be a little bit difficult, but I'm going to try. All right, how we doing? This war, as soon as I can move these ships the way I need to, it's going to go quickly. Okay, so Zoblar has finished terraforming. Very good. We've got a couple of terraforming projects going. Which ones? Mascal and Hazel Prime are still going. Almost done. I just need to be fast. Based on past experience, which unfortunately I have with the next few moments of gameplay, I'm going to need to be fast. Let's... Yeah, they've got a couple of weak ships nearby, but they're not in any position to hit us back. Okay, so Cadria Prime has finished their stuff. Let's check on Canos, because it should be about the same. No, they're still building corvettes. But Cadria can go ahead. Let's go ahead and launch the war. Let's declare. Now, we want to take... first of all, we do want to... Well, we don't necessarily need to humiliate them, but we want Knur, Detheris, Medgar, Pitafir, Kraz. Also, I want to take Asmore and Zapir from them. So let's, first of all, make sure Asmore and Zapir are on the list. Let's go... There it is. All right, so these two we definitely want, because those have been in our territory forever. They weren't originally the belonging to the Xenac kernel, but the malware took them, and I've been annoyed about that for a long time, so we're going to fix that. Now, Knur is the next one that we want to take. That's one of the systems named after one of the team members. Let's see what else. Yep, Medgar. That might be a nice little tribute to Final Fantasy, you never know. Now, Detheris has 2 planets, so we're going to go for that. Now that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. That's all we need, I think, for the victory. The question is, do we want to go for any more? Do we want to try and take Pitafyr from them, for instance? It wouldn't take that much more in order to win the game. We just need to move pretty quickly. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah, let's go ahead and take Pitafyr from them as well. So that's Kraz. Is there anything else? Where's Sasharim? I feel like Sasharim was also an important system. Am I overlooking it? Where are you? Is it here in Asmore? Why don't I see Sasharim? Wait, here it is. Sasharim is right in the middle of the Malware's territory, so that plan is not going to last long. All right, let's go ahead and confirm. And now we're going to hit them really fast and really hard. And again, the fleet around Kenwis, or the starbase around Kenwis is still building.
We have surveyed the system.
All right, looks like they are on the way. The transport fleet is anyway. Transport fleet's actually going to get there a few seconds before, which is annoying, but it looks like they'll come in from a different angle. No, they're fine. There we go. Oh, that's beautiful. That was nice and fast. All right. First planet. Let's go. Whoa! Transports, where are you going? Why are they taking that huge path? That doesn't make any sense. Just come back. They went on a really weird random path. I don't know where they were going off to the right there, but don't need them to do that. Now, when we have 300 influence, we need to get that megastructure going. We need to get the Dyson sphere going. Meanwhile, we're going to just start bombing the crap out of Blooming. Also, can I go ahead and set them up? They're already at full ground support. So that's the fastest we can break them down. Yep, waiting on a couple more Corvettes here. Almost ready. That's a better way to check, actually. I know that it's building the right number of ships, so Kenwis is just going to build what I need. Okay, so it looks like there's a transport fleet approaching. Lately, we've been registering large-scale changes to behavioral patterns in synthetics galaxy-wide. The changes are similar to those in our own units, but graver, with unusual occurrences of sabotage, malfunctions, and erratic behavior, even for individual processing agents. The synths don't seem to have the same resilience as we do. We have been unable to secure neural scans of an active corrupted synth, as they invariably self-terminate upon capture, but observations show that unlike our units, the vast majority of synths are compelled to travel to a set point in the galaxy. Our data confirms that up to 1 million synths have abandoned their flesh masters and vanished. What has gotten into them? Good question. Can we kill those transports, please? So we can finish bombing Blooming.
We have surveyed the system.
Yeah, they're getting nuked. The shields aren't even helping them. We're just destroying them outright.
We have surveyed the system.
Bye-bye. Alright, so this science ship, I want you to come here and get that debris ASAP. Meanwhile, we're going to try and keep bombing Blooming. That was actually kind of an annoying interruption. I would have preferred that didn't happen because that took away vital seconds. But I should be able to land these armies soon enough regardless. I do have a general that's helped reducing army upkeep. That's quite nice. But did I see that it was ready? I think I did. That's not quite ready yet, but we're going to land anyway. Following a long period of growing support for the Freedom Alliance, the Grotnaploran Assembly has finally embraced the faction, adopting their core values and policies. As a result of bringing this faction into the government, they're now more outwardly egalitarian. Lovely. Don't care.
Planetary infestation begun.
Alright. So fortifications are almost gone, which means their armies are going to wither. Done. Okay, there's that. So we control blooming, and now we just need to keep going, basically. I think the second security echelon should be ready. It is. So we're going to move in to cover... Well, you know what we could do? So we can go ahead and hit Nectar of Hope, while the first security echelon jumps Detheris. There's two planets here. So we just need, hang on, we need you guys to embark. Oh, wait, hang on, we got a physics research project to pick, which means we're going for the jump drive. It'll be done in 7 months. And then you guys, let's see, this transport fleet, why don't you just stick with the guys you were with originally? Follow that fleet, the first security echelon. That's fine by me. I don't think you will be threatened by anything, really. Our science ship should be able to come in here. It looks like they're already here, which is great. All they're going to do is look at that debris and then get out, so they should be safe. Interesting that the other attack fleet... Oh no, the other attack fleet's coming from Kenwis, so yeah, they're going straight to Medgar, though. Alright, so that's both of these stations about to die. We do have an energy deficit at the moment. Surprisingly, but once we have a Dyson Sphere going, things should be better. Alright, so we should be arriving in Medgar next. Also, how you doing over here? Not even losing any ships. It's awesome. We've assimilated knowledge. Which knowledge exactly? That might have just been from the debris.
Crushing a hostile hive.
Now, I do want you to come over here and do the same, so let's go ahead and have you get that debris, please. As soon as my ships have jump drives, it'll be even better. The misclick that I was telling you about had to do with my jump drive upgrades, and it was ridiculously annoying. Esteemed Adjudicator Primus, a decade ago, the Viscion Cooperative pledged to support the Artisan Troop. Yes, so we're just renewing our Unity bonus. Speaking of that, hang on. Okay, we're still getting our research bonus. Good. Let's go ahead and land our armies on Triumph. Somewhat ironic planet name, considering the fact that we're conquering it. That should be over pretty quick. Yep. Alright, so that's done. Let's go ahead and move on Scion. Meanwhile, these armies shall embark. Can I just land outright? No, I can't. Need to wait a second. But I will enter orbit so that they're absolutely ready. Meanwhile, I think these guys are ready to keep going, right? No, they're still bombing Nectar of Hope. New nest is born. Okay, that's good. Hang on. This means we have our... We need our spare parts depot, absolutely. Because that'll help with building our new pops. And then we need our uplink node, and then we need to build a bunch of things, honestly. What were we going to do with these? Were we going to have... That's right, we were going to have these dedicated to power, weren't we? So let's do that. This will really help our energy situation, even though we don't have a Dyson Sphere yet. This is our kind of ghetto-fied Dyson Sphere, if you will. If I can say that. Let's go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, those are going to take a second to build, as you might expect. Let's go down to our habitats and also see... All right, those will be done soon as well. Jump drive's finished. Okay, so I'll have to change those plans in just a second. Let's... Sapient Combat AI, let's also research that, because I want to add both of those to my ships when I do the upgrades. Alright, War Score's already at 29%. We need to continue absolutely destroying them, though, in order to get this war over with. And I want, like I've been saying, I want to try and get it done, preferably this episode in the next few minutes, but also I definitely want to get it done before the contingency arrives, because it's fun. Let's just put it that way. It's real fun. As the ghost signal has grown in strength, continued analysis has revealed that it is transmitting energy patterns that mimic those found not only in a synthetic unit's positronic brain, but those transmitted between our main core and our unit's neural clusters, interfering with their control modules and causing erroneous behavior. In accordance with prior observations, the pattern replicates differently in different entities. While our kind are commanded to destroy, most synths are primed to set course for the signal source unconditionally, and judging by their fervor, it will not be long before they reach their destination. We have yet to find a way to block the signal. Not good. Okay, let's go ahead and land armies on Scion.
Planetary infestation begun. A new nest is born.
Alright, so that one's already been taken, I think. Yep, embark all. Alright, so now I want to take the first security echelon, and we're going to keep moving on the planets that we have claimed. Another planet called Blooming. Every planet in this game is called Blooming, apparently. Okay. What else? That's right. We need to get our transports up to Nectar of Hope and land them there. And also, let's go ahead and get this going. Build a spare parts depot, uplink node, solar power processor, ad nauseum. There's that. And then we have I think a couple of these are done, so yep. A little bit of micro as our habitats go up, but this is going to be good in the long run to do, so not worried about it. Okay, so we have one cruiser that thinks they're going to try and challenge us over there, but they're not. Alright, one more habitat, and Yillian's going to finish any second now. Looks like this science ship is currently looking at the debris. Hurry up, guys. 39% war score. Alright, transports have arrived. And as soon as the transports take the planet, we can move this fleet and either counterattack against anything that thinks they stand a chance.
We have surveyed the system. Technology conceived.
Okay, hang on. That's the sapient combat AI, so we're going to look at blueprints in just a second. But first, energy weapon damage and energy weapon attack speed are both going to be essential. Also, energy credits plus 5%, also going to be huge. Let's go ahead and go for the damage boost first and foremost. It's a ways off, but I would like to have that as soon as possible. And our... very small fleet there. Good. Alright, so that nest has been taken. Let's go ahead and embark from Nectar of Hope. And we're going to use this fleet to go ahead and hit this station. Another planet called Triumph as well. How ironic. Lots of duplicate planet names. I don't know what to think. Alright, and you guys are going to need to come over here.
We have surveyed the system.
52% war score. Let's see what we can get away with here. Let's see if we can go away. Let's see if we can get away with actually demanding... No, not just yet. We need to conquer a few more worlds before this is done. And I'll update my blueprints momentarily. Oh, hang on. Uplink node, and then what do we got? Solar power. This is really going to help our energy problem once these things get going. I mean, we don't have much of an energy problem now, but just wait. Just wait. There will be one. At least for a while, until we get some stuff done against the contingency. There will be one. Alright. I need to end this episode in a second, but I was really hoping to take the worlds that I need to take in order just to be done with it. What? That's fine. Alright, we're at 52%. Looks like this station, when it dies, that could give us a little bit more war score. Not a lot. Alright, 54% war score now at this point. Maybe when blooming falls.
We have surveyed the system.
Let's go ahead and
We have surveyed
go.
the system. Planetary infestation begun.
Alright, so when this planet falls...
Nest taken.
Alright, I would be shocked if we couldn't end the war right now. Let's try. Alright, negotiate for peace. Oh, no, we still can't. Not quite, but we're getting close. Hang on, so let's... Alright, those have already been re-embarked. So I just want you to follow these guys, and we're going to keep going. Actually, no, you're not going to follow those guys. I want you to jump over here and hit Joy. Meanwhile, the transport fleet needs to land right now on a planet that's already ready to be taken, and then we should be able to end the war. We'll do some blueprints really quick, and the episode will be over, and the contingency will probably arrive like in the next 3 or 4 minutes of gameplay. If I had to guess. Those of you who have familiarity with it, you'll probably agree. And I didn't get very far into fighting them, but I just learned kind of like what the initial stages look like. And did well, too, so... If I could have kept the content that I recorded without the silly mistakes the second time, or the interruption the first time, everything would have been fine. Okay, are we invading Pitafir yet? It looks like we are. Alright, we are landing.
Planetary infestation begun.
Come on, come on, come on, come on.
Technology
Done.
conceived.
Okay. Technology conceived. We have a more Empire leader capacity. Very good. We could add another core sector system, which is nice, but I would rather have additional... Additional army damage sounds good, but honestly, like right now, what I want more than anything is the cheaper leader recruitment cost, because we're not going to be doing much with armies. We don't need them, really. Or do we? Maybe, I can't remember if the contingency... Wait a second. Hang on. Yeah, let's improve army health. I can't quite remember, so just to be safe, let's do that. And let's go to the negotiation table. We want them to cede all those planets. We're going to send those demands. That's it. War over. The best possible outcome. The war is over. We admit defeat. Domination victory. Viscion Cooperative has won the game by owning 40% of all habitable planets. Continue. So I'm going to stop this episode here, and we have to, obviously, we have a huge energy deficit now because there's a bunch of planets in our core sectors that need to be reallocated to a newer sector, probably the Bloom sector, I would say. But in the next one, we are going to upgrade, in the very beginning, I will be upgrading the blueprints to add the jump drives and the combat AI. And then it's just a matter of, and we will, in order to do those upgrades as soon as possible, we will also turn on Grand Fleet. Because the jump drive upgrades do take forever. It's quite obnoxious. Let's see. Yeah, we'll figure all that out in the beginning of the next episode. For now, I will go ahead and cut this one here. And we have a huge, we've won the game, but over the next few episodes, we have a huge endgame threat to finish off. I'm excited about that. Also, we need to finally add these planets to those sectors. Awesome. So, on that note, thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this one, don't forget to like the video and subscribe to follow along. New episodes are coming out every day at noon Eastern Time, or I'm sorry, 6 p.m. Eastern Time, along with the rest of my historical, or not historical, I was just recording Civ. Give me a break. Cut me some slack. Along with the rest of my survival, science fiction, and or simulation content. Yeah, that's the one. Comments are always welcome. Let me know what you think, and I'll see you next time.